In this tutorial, we'll be guiding you step by step on how to sew a set-in sleeve with gathers at the cap. We'll be using a 1.5 centimeter or 5/8 of an inch seam allowance to sew our sleeve. When sewing a sleeve, the most important thing is to get the alignment correct. Patterns will usually mark the back of the sleeve and armhole with a double notch and the front with a single notch. Ensuring you match these up correctly will set you up for success. To begin, sew 2 rows of basting stitches on your sleeve cap, beginning and ending 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch outside the gathering notches. The stitches should be 0.6 centimeters or 1/4 of an inch from the raw edge and spaced 0.6 centimeters or 1/4 of an inch apart, and have long threads pulled at the start and end. We will use these basting stitches to create our gathered sleeve cap. If you need a refresher on how to sew basting stitches, check out the tutorial linked below. After you have sewn the sleeve inseam, align it with the bodice side seam with the right sides together. To ensure the seams line up correctly once sewn, check they match up 1.5 centimeter or 5/8 of an inch down from the raw edge. Pin through the seam line, ensuring the pin pierces the stitch line on both the bodice and sleeve seam. Next, pin the single front notch of the bodice armhole with the corresponding notch on the sleeve. Repeat this with the double notches on the back. Add additional pins as needed between the seam and the notches. Finally, match the sleeve cap notch to the shoulder seam and secure it with a pin. Next, we will create our gathers at the sleeve cap. With the sleeve facing up, gently pull the top 2 basting threads to gather the sleeve cap until the gathering notches meet and the sleeve cap lies flat in the armhole. Evenly distribute the gathers and then add pins as needed. Repeat this process on the second side. Finally, pin the remaining section of your sleeve and bodice. At the machine, ensure the sleeve is facing up. Begin sewing at the side seam 1.5 centimeters or 5/8 of an inch from the raw edge. Take it nice and slowly when sewing over the gathers, making sure they are even. Backstitch at both the start and end of the seam. Finally, finish the seam with a single overlock stitch or an alternate seam finish. If needed, you can find a tutorial on how to finish seams without an overlocker linked below. Next, grab a tailor's hem, or if you don't have one, rolled up linen or cotton serves the same purpose. Press the seam towards the sleeve, taking care to only steam over the gathers to keep your volume intact. And now you have a beautiful set-in sleeve with delightful gathers. If you love sewing, we've got something to help you plan out your creations. Our awesome and awesomely free PDF sewing planner. Jot down your measurements, hack plans, and supplies for every project and add your fabric swatches and garment sketches. Use one of our 4 croquis models or sketch on the blank planner pages. It also includes a collection planner for organizing swatches and styling ideas for mini wardrobe collections and a 12-month sewing calendar. Get all your measurements sorted with our journal and step-by-step video tutorial, which walks you through how to take each measurement. Download your planner for free at madelabel.co/planner so you can get creative and plan out the wardrobe of your dreams.